Hey guys, what's up? This is Joshua here, and I'm going to give you guys a deck profile today. This is going to be on Sophia, Goddess of Rebirth, one of the most difficult cards to get out. Her summoning conditions are absolutely ridiculous, but her effect is also ridiculous, and it's very, very good. I'll just go ahead and read you her effect for those of you who don't know. Also, I'm just going to say this now. After I give you the deck profile, I'll show you guys a replay in which I actually get Sophia out in just a couple turns. I've only played this deck a few times. I've tweaked it so much, though, in just those very few times. Got Sophia out like 3 or 4 times. She's really easy to get out in this deck. Uses several different engines. Maybe ones that you're familiar with, maybe ones that you're not. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and read her effect. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from the hand by banishing one face-up ritual, fusion, synchro, and Xyz monster from either side of the field, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. So just saying, that's ridiculous in itself. Getting all those different kinds of monsters out on the field at once, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when she is special summoned, it cannot be negated. Also, banish every card in both players' hands, both sides of the field aside from this card, and both players' graveyard. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this activation or the card's effect. So that's ridiculous. You banish everything, clean slate, clean hand, no field, no graveyard, nothing. The only thing that your opponent can do against this is top deck something absolutely ridiculous. So I'm running 2 copies of her. The reason that I'm running 2 copies is because 3, too much. I would need something else, draw her, and I already had one in my hand, and you're only going to be getting one out. Anyways, if you do get more out, then wow, you're really good. One, not enough, never drew her. When I'd have all the pieces on the field, I could just not draw her. I have nothing to search her out because she's a 3600 beater. I just don't know what would search her out. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go into everything else, starting with the Gishki engine. I'm running Gishkis because I have that deck in real life, very familiar with it, very familiar with all the effects, what to activate, when to do it. So I'm running 3 copies of Gishki Zeal Gigas. He's just the best Gishki monster. You only really need one. You can take your pick. You can run Neckcloths, whatever. I chose Gishkis. Um, this is another boss monster. If you don't happen to get Sophia out, you always have your Zeal Gigas, kind of backup plan. You should know his effect. It's just once per turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card, reveal it, and if it's a Gishki monster, shuffle 1 card from the field into the deck. So you're not really going to be using that except maybe for extra draw power. 3 Gishki Shadow, discard him, search out the spell that ritual summons your Zeal Gigas. He's the ritual part of the Sophia summoning, by the way. 3 Gishki Vision, search out your Zeal Gigas. Next up, I'm running the Beast engine, starting with Tan. Baby Raccoon Tan. He's a flip effect monster. Flip, special summon 1 level 2 beast type monster from your deck, except for the same copy of himself. So this allows you to go into synchro plays, Xyz plays. So he kind of helps out with pretty much everything. Same with Pomponko. The only thing I don't like about his effect, well, I'll just go ahead and read the whole thing. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 2 beast type monster from your deck in face down defense position, which is basically going to be Tan. But the downside of this effect is if you activate this effect, you cannot special summon any kind of monsters for the rest of the turn except for beast-type monsters, which is a little downside, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going to get Sophia out in 1 turn. Although one time I got out Ritual, Synchro, and Xyz all in 1 turn. It was great. But anyway, the next card I'm running is the Fabled Sir Burl. This is the tuner that I use for the Beast Engine. Special summon it with Tan, which his OCG name is Tan, but his TCG is Rascal. So special summon it with Tan, go into a level 4 Synchro play, or go into a rank 2 Xyz. Very nice. Its effect is if this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it, but you're not really going to be discarding it. Next card I'm running is Junk Synchron. Very helpful. You get a lot of 2s in this deck, so running Junk Synchron is kind of common sense. Going to some level 5 plays, maybe if you want to go for the rank 2s with your Beast Engine, you always have Junk Synchron to kind of fall back on. For the spell cards, we're running 3 Gishki Aquamere, gets out your Zeal Gigas, 3 Instant Fusion. This is the fusion part of the deck. No polymerization, no actual fusion summoning. Instant Fusion should be the only thing you need. Be mindful of its effect that during the end phase, it's destroyed. Also, it cannot attack. So you're really only going to be using this maybe to go into a desperate rank, whatever play, or to summon your Sophia. So yeah, Next card is Obedient Schooled, which I'm running 2 copies of. Kind of get your play started. Awesome starting draw into this. Special summon the Fabled Cerberus, Tan, and Pomponko. Kind of gets your plays going. Usually I just bring out rank 2 with this. Next card, I'm running 1 copy of Dark Word Dealings. The reason for this is I kind of had an extra card space, so I just threw something in, a little bit of draw power, and whenever I have this, for some reason, I have the Fabled Cerberus in my hand, so that I just discard it, special summon it. It's great. You can switch this out for whatever you want, maybe Upstart or whatever. 2 Reinforcement of the Army. Search out your junk synchrons. A lot of situations would happen which I needed my junk synchron, and my Reinforcement of the Army kind of helped out with that. 3 MST, back row, worst thing. Call of the Haunted, something gets disrupted, something goes to your graveyard, just Call of the Haunted it right back. Royal Decree, like I said, back row is very bad. Now you don't have to run Flame Ghost, I'm just running this for LOLs. You can run anything level 5 or lower for your instant fusion. Anything that is able to be special summoned with instant fusion, just go ahead and put that in there. I just use Flame Ghost because he's one of the worst fusion monsters there is. For the synchros, we're running Mistbird Colossalus. I'll kind of explain how to get him out in just a little bit. I found myself needing a level 3 synchro monster at one point, so I just threw one in here. Only one, though, because you're not going to really go in that situation very much. For the 4s, we're running Armory Arm. You can just run any 4 that you want, any 4 that you can actually get out. But I'm running Armory Arm, the Fabled Unicorn, I'm sorry, and Underworld Fighter Balmung. So those are the only 4s that I'm running. I'm only running 3, but you want to run more than one in case something happens to that one. Maybe you want to go into an Xyz play or whatever. Then you can still have one to get out later. For the 5s, I'm running Armades, Cataster, Frozen Fitzgerald, and TG Hyper Librarian. You're going to be getting these out with your junk synchron plays. Maybe you want to go for the Xyz plays with your beasts, so you always have that to fall back on, like I said earlier. For the Xyz, we have the rank 2s, Daigusto Phoenix. I'm running this and 2 copies of number 64 Ronin Raccoon Sandayu. The reason I'm not running 3 Sandayu is because sometimes I will have the Vision, Gishki Vision, stuck on my field, and I could go into rank 2 play with that, but since he's not beast type, I can't bring out Sandayu. So I'm running Daigusto Phoenix in that situation. And now I'm running an Alucard. Now I'm only going to say, only run Alucard if you're running Flame Ghost, which I doubt you are. In some situations, I had Junk Synchron on the field and Flame Ghost on the field at the same time, maybe 2 instant fusions with my hand, whatever. So a rank 3 would be nice to fall back on, probably switch it out for Zen mains or whatever. And like I said, I was going to explain how to get Colossalus out. What you're going to be doing is when you get Sandayu out, you're going to activate his effect, special summon a level 1 token, and in some situations I had Cerberus on the field, kind of needed synchro, so that level 1 token plus Cerberus equals level 3 synchro. So that just want to kind of get that out there. But yeah, that's my deck profile, and like I said, here is a replay of me summoning Sophia the Creator. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Be sure to test it out on Dueling Network, DevPro, whatever. It's nothing I would actually run in real life, but it's because it's not very competitive. It is probably one of the most consistent Sophia decks there are. I can get Sophia out very quickly in a lot of my duels. So yeah, here's the replay, and be sure after the replay to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Give me any suggestions for this deck in the comments below. That would be very helpful, and thank you for watching. Okay, you guys, here's the replay. I am going to kind of explain what happens in the video because DevPro replays just go so quick. I want you to kind of understand how the deck works and what you can do with it. So let's go ahead and start the replay. Alright, so my opponent is using the Mist Valley Apex Avian Pendulum Stun deck, which he went first, activated upon duality. He added a On-Ice Pendulum Dragon, which he went ahead and activated it. Activated Shard of Greed and Supply Unit, ended his turn with a face down. Used his On-Ice Pendulum Dragon's effect to search out a Time Gazer. Next, I go ahead, I draw an Instant Fusion. I set Mystical Space Typhoon. Didn't have the best situation here, so I just ended my turn. He passed as well. I drew the Tan. I just set it. End of my turn, I tried to MST his Shard of Greed, but he just Dark Bribed that, which I did not mind because extra draw. He activated Shard of Greed, drew, activated another one, and ended his turn. I set the Call of the Haunted and Royal Decree, flipped the Tantan to special summon the fabled Cerebral, and went into Armory Arm. Then I used Gishki Vision's effect to search out another Zilgigus, and into my turn from there. So I had the synchro on the field. He doesn't really do anything. He just activates Pod Duality, searches out another... what did he search out? Hold on. I don't remember what he searched out. He got another Mist Valley Apex Avian. So at this point, I did know what he was playing, because searching out Apex Avian and earlier activating an Odd Eyes kind of knew where he was going with this. I drew an Aquamirror, best top deck ever, went ahead and activated it. Special summon a Zeal, used its effect, didn't draw a Gishki monster, but I did kind of deck thin there. Tried to attack, he had Battle Fader. He drew a Wiretap. He just activated his Shard of Greed, set a Soul Charge in Wiretap, summoned Card Car. I chained the Call of the Haunted to it, kind of special summoned this. I didn't know what this was, so I just wanted to have Royal Decree before anything bad could happen. So I went ahead and special summoned my tuner back to the field. He ended his turn. I Royal Decreed during the end phase just because I didn't know what this was, didn't want my plays disrupted. Went ahead, drew for my turn. Beautiful, beautiful top deck. It was Junk Synchron. I went ahead and summoned him, activated his effect, special summoned the Vision back. This would allow me to go into a rank 2 play, which is the Daigusto Phoenix. And then I activated Instant Fusion, paid 1,000, special summoned my Flame Ghost, and then I had the field set up for my Sophia. Her effect activated, banishing everything. I just went ahead and attacked him directly for 36, ended my turn there. He had to top deck. He didn't top deck anything. It was just a level 6 monster, which I assume was for his Pendulum Summoning. I drew Instant Fusion, no point, just attacked him. Ended my turn. He had 800 life points left. He drew a supply unit, and he just GG'd from there, which I don't blame him. Sophia, kind of GG. You have to top deck really something amazing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the replay. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. As always, I'm Joshua, and I'm signing off.